Alright, Bart with Bicycle Rider YouTube, and I have the brand new world release for June 27, 2024. So this is the world release of the brand new Trek Madone Gen 8. Like, this bike is fantastic. As a Trek dealer, and I am a Trek dealer, I'm in Biloxi Bicycle Works, my little bike shop in Biloxi, Mississippi. So we've caught wind of this through Trek for a little while now, but of course I was sworn to secrecy until today. So you'll probably see a lot coming out of this. As a Trek dealer and a bicycle enthusiast, I am so stoked on this bike. I got to see a lot of the engineering notes, and of course as a bike mechanic, I get to see a lot of the tech notes and stuff on this bike. So this bike has a lot to it. You're gonna see a lot on the consumer side about the pros of this bike and why it is so different than the previous generation, which I have here. This was the Gen 7 edition, SL6, and then this is the new 2025 Gen 8 edition. This was a fantastic bike. I wanted one, but the one of my size was been sold out. So now I can upgrade to the Gen 8. So there is quite a bit of difference between the Gen 7 and Gen 8. I'll go into that in more detail. We're on our business hours. It's a pretty busy shop, so Alana and I only have a few minutes to try to get a video done real quick with the GoPro. But just look at the seat stays. The seat stays are a lot different on the Gen 7 compared to the Gen 8. The ISO flow is a lot bigger. This is a lot smaller. And of course, this is using a new OCLB 500. This is the SL model. The SLRs are using a new 900 that's 20% stiffer. So stiffer means that they can use less carbon material and make the frame lighter. So you can make the frame lighter and still keep the characteristics of basically the Amando, which was their lightweight climbing bike, and the Madone, which is their aero bike, and blend those two bikes together. And we're seeing that more and more in the bicycle industry right now, which is kind of nice because as a bike shop owner, I own a lot of different bikes. I own an aero bike, I own a road bike. I mean, I was coming off a Specialized Athos road bike. I really like that road bike because of the lightweight and the comfortable feel to it. Secretly, this bike has been ridden. I couldn't ride with a group. I couldn't get out there with the roadies and ride. But I did play around on this bike, so I got to see what it feels like, and it does feel super. I was riding it last night. I did a couple videos, and you probably saw me sweaty. I was sweaty because I was just getting off this dang thing. It actually feels as aerodynamic as the Madone Gen 7, and the Madone Gen 7 blew me away with how aerodynamic it felt for a straight-up road bike. Granted, I was coming off that Specialized Athos was not an aerodynamic bike, but it was super lightweight and it rode absolutely fantastic. So it's nice now to have an aero bike that rides as nice and is as light. The SL model isn't as light as the SLRs, but we weighed this bike. It's just touching 19 pounds. And of course, we're in between customers, so I don't have time to go throw it on a bike stand and make it super accurate. But when I was weighing it just a little bit ago, it was about 19 pounds. And that is a completely stock bike. So on the SL, and I won't go into all the different specs of this bike, this is more about how this bike feels, how bike looks, and some of the subtle changes that they did with this bike. On the SL, you do not get the carbon bar, but it's still a very integrated looking, clean system. And this bike, or a brand new bike, is coming in at $6 grand with a electronic SRAM rival group set on it. So very, very competitive pricing. This is with the AEOS 35 millimeter carbon wheels, and they feel super light, super responsive. When I'm pushing the pedals of this bike, obviously it goes really fast and efficient. It does have more of a squared off tube, down tube right here next to the bottom bracket. And people say, well, that doesn't look as aerodynamic, but it's designed for the cages. How you doing, man? We're doing a YouTube video, but I'll be right with you. So come be part of it if you want. So guys, we are live in Biloxi Bicycle Works. I'm gonna do a lot more videos on the Madone Gen 8. I'm super excited as a road biker myself to be able to get all the aerodynamic capabilities of this bike, but still get the lightweight feel. I'm a 150-pound guy. I'll go through the new Alpha road race geometries on it. I'm going to be putting in a medium large is what I'm going to ride. But it's nice to have a road bike that's aerodynamic. Down here in Biloxi, Mississippi, aero is king. But still have the lightweight for a guy like me who is a weight weenie. It keeps me happy there, but still gives me compliance. I'm 54 years old. I want a little bit of comfort out of my ride. And with this new ISOFlow, I am able to get comfort. I think they're not even putting that in the description as far as, you know, they're not comparing it to a Damani. But I tell you, this bike is comfortable, it's fast, it's light, and it's revolutionary to what road bikes are doing in 2024 going into 2025. This is going to be the benchmark. Trek's done a fantastic job, and I can't wait to let you know more about it from a guy who actually rides the bikes. We'll go into specs and stuff later, but they've done a fantastic job with this bike. It has actually blown me away with how good it is in multiple situations, and it's nice when you can ride one bike to do multiple things. Believe me, I own a bike shop. I love to sell people 3 different bikes. With price of bikes nowadays, it's nice when I can tell someone this is comfortable, it's fast, it's light, and it's aerodynamic. So it is going to make you faster. I sell speed here at Biloxi Bicycle Works in Biloxi, Mississippi. If you are curious about how this bike rides, of course, if you've got a local Trek dealer, please support your local Trek dealer. They need your help right now. We're in March of 2024, no, June of 2024. But if you are on the Mississippi Gulf Coast, or you just have some questions about how this bike rides or something, let me know. Bart at Biloxi Bicycle Works, aka The Bicycle Rider on YouTube. If you like what we do, please like and subscribe. It just lets YouTube know you're watching us. And much more to come on the Gen 8 Madone. Released today, June 27, 2024. World release, and it is going to change cycling. This thing's awesome.